Yes, I am wearing a green sleeveless shirt today, even though it is snowing outside. I know, it's nuts. But my son said to me this morning, Mom, if you're doing a video about plants, you have to wear a green shirt, and green is his favorite color. And he walked into my walk-in closet and he pulls out this shirt, and I was like, oh honey, it's snowing outside. I might need more clothing. And he's like, this one will be the most beautiful shirt on you. And I was like, oh, such a charmer. Hi guys, welcome back to the house of Valentina. I am so excited about today's video because you guys really wanted this one, and I have got so much information to throw at you. I can't wait to dive in. But before we do, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and share these videos with your family and your friends, and that way we can keep building this amazing community, because oh my gosh, getting to hear from you guys and reading your comments means so much to me. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. It is so much fun getting to do this with you guys. I am so thankful that we have this medium in which we can have these kind of conversations with each other. And I love being a part of your home, and it's such a joy to have you guys a part of ours. And I just love it so much. So thank you so much for stopping in, and let's talk about fake plants, okay? Should we do it? Should we not? If we do fake plants, how do we buy good ones? What alternatives do we have? Let's chat about the reasons why you shouldn't use fake plants. I think the #1 reason is that it feels weird. Is that just wrong to say? It just feels off. It feels like it doesn't have like authenticity. And you guys know that is like a really big thing for me. Being authentic, having that approachability to a space. Like when something is fake, a lot of times it feels really off. It is a global thing that flowers and greenery for our house is probably, it's expensive. It's a luxury, right? It's a luxury item. Like I hear about people who have a flower delivery, and I'm like, oh my gosh, can you even imagine? Oh, that would be amazing to have a flower delivery, and someone comes in and puts in fresh flowers. Oh my gosh, maybe one day. But until that day, when we are all just rolling in cash, it is expensive, or so we think, to have flowers and greenery inside of our house. So let's talk about the reasons why people do fake. Okay, there's like so many. Where do we even start, right? First of all, people do fake flowers because it's expensive to have flowers and greenery in our houses. Second of all, sometimes you have a room that doesn't have any natural light, and how would it grow? If you don't have window light, how will they grow? And if you are having trouble watering them and remembering to water them, yes, they die. My sister put it so perfectly the other day. She said, my house is a plant hospice. They come here to die. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my house. And then I went to Pikes the other day, and they were like, oh, you have a little credit here. And I was like, think of all the plants that I've killed. And she's like, there's so much truth there. And then I bought my little plants, which I put in the kitchen for the kitchen tour. I'll leave a link if you haven't seen it. But I was buying some herbs, and I was like, my next victims. And she was like, no. I'm like, yes, this is how this goes in my house. No matter how hard I try to keep them alive, sometimes I'm just terrible at it, and I just need something that I can rely on that I know will stay green. You guys can write into the comments. Tell me what you guys think. What are the top reasons why you should use faux and why you shouldn't? You guys let me know. Let's have a game here. Okay, I'm gonna show you plants, and you guys tell me which one is real. Okay. Got plant #1. Very cute succulent. Plant #2. Can you guys spot the fake? Can you spot the fake? Okay, it's fun. We've never played games on House of Valentina before. We do this all the time in our house. We play games all the time. All right, here is plant #3. Okay, so have you guys guessed? Write down in the comments before I tell you what it is. All right, go on. Go write your answer. I don't know cheating here. guess which one was real, okay? This is our real one. This is our real one. And I think being able to spot a real plant is a really good thing. But these fakes are really, really, really good. And the reason why they're so good is, first of all, a succulent is a lot easier to dupe. It just is. It's just easier to create a dupe of a succulent because it's got a little bit of a plastic kind of look. Wouldn't you guys agree? It almost has like that plasticky kind of feel anyways. So I think that it's a little bit easier to dupe. But like this one is from that Project 62 line at Target. I thought it was a great, great faux plant. And this one again, now one of the things that, my second tip for you is that just because it comes in a certain container doesn't mean you have to leave it in that container. And a lot of times I'll actually take them out of their actual container, just rip them straight out and stick them in like a really pretty pot that I already have, you know, because it's empty because I killed whatever was in it before. But you can double layer them. You can put them in a new pot. So I sacrificially went and bought flowers, which I didn't need, but I wanted. So the thing about flowers is that they have an amazing variation of color. Isn't that the beauty of nature? Is that nature is an artist. And so most fakes, that's why they fall short, is because it would take forever to replicate something with this incredible level of variation. Now you can't tell as much with the white ones, which is a good little tip there, that if you are trying to do a fake flower, white is definitely a lot easier to replicate, because look at these pink ones. I mean, look at the variation in that flower. Each one has a different stripe. Each little leaf is a little bit different. Some are not quite as open and some are more open. And there's all these amazing things about real flowers that make it really hard for someone to give us a good dupe. I think flowers are probably the #1 thing that I never buy fake. And I'll show you why. I was at Pottery Barn and they had a lot of fake flowers, and from a distance you're like, oh, maybe that's gonna work. And maybe if you have it sitting really far away from the eye, you could kind of get away with it. But these flowers, they have tried. I mean, the blooms are not the same colors. You've got white, you've got pinks. There's all this variation inside of them, and I feel like they kind of nailed that. But then, like, you see seams. Do you see that? There's seams on the stem. You want to know the other big giveaway that I just laughed over? I'm totally guilty of this. How many real flowers have a bend in their stem? It just, no. And I will say, like, if you can see up close, they've done a lot of work to make it look real. They have, but you still got these weird seams and they're just like plastic pieces and you just can't, I don't know. It's not my favorite. From a distance, I thought, hey, that looks pretty good. And then you get up close and the little pieces are so plastic looking and they've mixed materials, so they've gone to a lot of effort. But there's like these weird plastic sections up here. I can see all that little fake parts, and I don't care for this one. So my next tip is to buy fakes that are easier to fake. Does that make sense? Okay, so this little thing is, I don't even know what this is called in real life. Is it a pineapple plant? It's a PPD SPK H, the little plant large. I don't think that's the real name. I know you guys. Write down in the comments. Tell me what this thing is called. In real life, these things will stab you, and this one will do the same. This is a really good fake. This is a solid fake. It's got a lot of that really good color variation on it. Can you guys see that? A lot of really good color variation. In real life, these don't have so much variation, so I think that's why it's easier to replicate it. It's got a sleek leaf that's, again, it's easy to replicate. Whatever material they used on this it doesn't look plastic when you look at it. That's huge. And then down here at the bottom, it's got the little spiky bits. And again, lots of really good color variation. It's got dirt, what looks like dirt in here. If you wanna know another little tip that I have, you can actually put your own dirt on top of them. Is that bad? No, it's good. Put some real dirt on top of your fake plants. People will not be able to tell the difference. These are some succulents that I picked up at Pottery Barn at the same time, and I will definitely be keeping these and using these for staging an upcoming listing. I got really excited because these really do look real. And again, I think it's these succulents. They're so much easier to replicate than the flowers on a tree, and they don't have so much variation that's hard to replicate. And I think that's why succulents are probably my #1 choice. Now I will show you, I totally fooled my husband, okay? He thought that this was a real plant. And that's because I put it in a vase with water in it. I know, you guys are like, ooh, she's evil, but I like this lady. This was the really fun little branch that a lot of times, even when a branch has been flocked or glittered, it can have a little bit of a faux look to it anyways. I picked this up at Target. This was a very inexpensive little branch, but I clipped the end so that you wouldn't be able to see the little bendy thing, okay? And then I filled it with water. I thought this might rust the thing out and it might not work. Well, I was your guinea pig. I let it sit in here from November all the way through February, and it hasn't rusted, it hasn't molded, it hasn't done anything weird. In fact, it actually, there's like little particles in here, and weirdly enough, it actually looks really real. This is another pretty decent fake from Pottery Barn. But guys, look at, can you see here? I mean, I got really excited. I was like, okay, because I wanted to show you more fakes that worked than didn't. This one would probably be okay, like in a bathroom or something, but I just don't like it. And the leaves are silky, and it's just a no-go. Now let's talk about alternatives to using these faux plants. My other suggestions to you are, what about dried? I keep these in my bedroom, and originally I had water in it, and at some point it does start to rot the stems. So I just let it go ahead and just dry up and let these dry. Okay, eucalyptus is another really good one. I particularly like this type of eucalyptus over the silver dollar. The silver dollar sometimes gets curled, whereas this typically, when it has these little berries on it like this, it just dries really well. Okay, so here's a good example of letting some flowers dry. Their water is getting kind of low, and they are about at the end of their I don't see it's the end of their beauty. I think that their beauty, there's something so beautiful about the way that these dry out and the way that they become. I think that there's something so amazing about these flowers. I don't find it depressing. I know that some people do, but I think that there's so much beauty in it, and I'm okay with just letting them age. I've got a few of these that I bought. They were just an inexpensive little thing. I think I got these maybe at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. And I just thought that it was so pretty the way these blooms dried. And I've got them in a couple vases around the house. So you don't have to only have fake plants. You can also use real ones and let them dry. I think that there's a lot of magic in that, and then they're still real. This is my best kept secret. Yeah. You can put a lot of things in water, and it's a trial and error, because certain things just don't do well. And certain things actually are doing better than you think they are. This is where the real trick is. See, I discovered this because I left them like this for so long. They shriveled up and looked like they were dead. And did I give them more water? Did I throw them away? Oh no, I just left them sitting like that for so long, that they grew a massive root system and became this. And you can see this has new growth on it here. It's got new growth on it down here. And this has been in this vase, I think it's been almost a year. I don't know if you guys remember the makeover where I did the farmhouse master bathroom. Well, my friend Carol, while I was at her house, gave me a clipping of her Schefflera plant. Now, someone has actually given me another one since. So let me show you. The Schefflera, that's a Schefflera in a pot. Okay, so this is what it looks like. If you guys want a video about my favorite plants that are easy to keep alive, write down in the comments and let me know. I am all about having plants that have a will to live. So if you want to know which plants I think have the greatest will to stay alive, write it down in the comment section. Now, this is the little piece that she gave me. Look at all the little, look at the root system it's created for itself. I mean, oh my God, I've created life. Oh my God, I can't believe how big it's gotten. Okay, so when I was at her house recently, I mean, we did her bathroom. I mean, it's been almost a year. And I was trying to think back when we actually posted the video, but it's been a while, okay? It's been a while. So I have to remember every now and then to fill this thing up with water because it has to have water in it. Otherwise it will die. And then you'll have dried flowers instead. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, that you've picked up a really fun tip or trick out of it. And also go to Instagram, follow us on Instagram. I got Valentina Fussell and the House of Valentina. You can always check out our website at houseofvalentina.com. We upload more stuff there. We've got our portfolios. You can reach out to us if you want to work with us. All that cool stuff is sitting over there waiting. I'm pretty excited about this. So this was a lot of fun to put together and I've enjoyed getting to share it with you. So I will see you very soon. Bye. My God, what are my neighbors doing? Okay, I gotta show you this because you guys are probably gonna hear this background noise. Look, right out my window. What on earth? Use fake. That was a big disposal truck. How should we do it? As I hit my flowers. I don't think you can see that. I think my neighbors are gonna like concrete their driveway today. Okay, so anyways, you know what I mean? Like we tease her about her fake, oh my God. Number 3, fake number 3. Okay, oh my God.